Good evening, everybody, and welcome to my birthday party, I suppose. Hudson just left at 7 seconds to. He clearly didn't want to be on camera. Hello to everybody who is in here today. It is my birthday. I'm 27 now. Hello to Mark, who is already in tomorrow. We're not in tomorrow yet. Today, I am normally up this late, yes. I'm not normally dressed this late. I'm normally in my pajamas. But it is nice just to see you all here today. We had loads of people waiting. I hope that this is kind of a good time for you. And we don't even have to talk about cruising today. Today hasn't been a great cruising day for me. I did have a cruise cancelled today, and it wasn't the cruise that I was expecting to be cancelled. So it is what it is. It's fine. But yeah. Hello to Sean and Steph, who are in here, and Gavin and Luke. And of course, my dad is in here too. Loads of happy birthday messages. I'm just going to say a massive thank you to everybody who has said happy birthday to me. And a thank you to everybody who's congratulated me on my new job news. It's been a very, very busy, crazy kind of week. Tomorrow is my last day of work, says Todd. Yes, that is right, Todd. I feel so much relief. I can't even tell you. I'm so excited about it. So I'm just going to say a quick hello to those of you who were even in here early. Todd was in here early. Hello to Todd and hello to Marcus. Hello to Lou. He says, hello, early birds. Did you bring cake? I have to admit, I've eaten too much cake today. I've eaten a lot. Hudson's right here. Hudson, you can come up. Just come and say hi and then you can go. Hudson, just come here. Come on. Come on. Come on, people want to see you. Come on. You look so cute. No, he looks so cute, but he doesn't want to show you. But he is here, I promise. I can't remember what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, cake. So Jono made me a cake. I'm just going to try and show you this. He made me an amazing cake. A friend of mine, Richard, sent me some cookie cutters that were in the shape of Hudson. The idea being that you should make cookies with them. But I thought, as I have these cookie cutters, I will cut Hudson icing for the cake, and this is how it turned out. Like, it's kind of there, but it's kind of also really, really terrifying. I imagine this would be so much better if it is a cookie where I can actually color in kind of the eyes and stuff, because when it's all in one color, it was like this. But it was an amazing cake, but I've eaten too much cake today. I had a Chinese takeaway for dinner, and I'm feeling very kind of snug. Hudson's right here. Hello, Hudson. Hudson, come here. Just come and say hi. Come on. Come on. He's looking at me like I'm ridiculous. Like I'm totally ridiculous. Thank you all for your happy birthday messages. I would like you, if you do want to do donations or gifts or anything like that for my birthday, if you could donate to my friends Sean and Steph instead of me, that would be really good. I don't need anything. I'm grateful for anything, but I don't need anything for my birthday. They need it much more than me. Thank you, Lisa, who has just become a member of this channel. Really appreciate that, Lisa. You will now get access to a podcast I do every single week where I talk about everything kind of behind the scenes. Love a Chinese takeout, said Gavin and Luke. Yeah, I love it, but I have no kind of idea of portions when it comes to Chinese food. I just eat and eat and eat. So we have done incredibly well with this PayPal pool I set up for Sean and Steph. The thing is about YouTube is the super chats are amazing, but they take 30% out of it. So I wanted a way that I could see people who are donating, because I want to thank you if you do donate, but I didn't want it to be through YouTube where YouTube takes 30%. So I have pinned a comment to this chat with the link to the PayPal pool where you can donate to my friends Sean and Steph. There's more information on there. I did originally have the goal as 1,000, but it's gone over 1,000 now. So you may have noticed that I have changed it to 2,000 now. Some incredibly generous people on here. Some people, yeah, amazing. So if you do want to do anything for my birthday, that's kind of the best present you can get me. So thank you so much to everybody who's already donated on there. Crazy, crazy cool. We've even got Sean and Steph in here today. Thank you guys for joining us. We've got people from all over the world, lots of people from the USA. Hoping this is a good time for you. This is, to be honest, a bit late for me. Normally, I would be kind of had dinner, had a bath in my pajamas, but I have got actual daytime clothes on for this live stream. So yeah, my big news of the week is, of course, I have left my day job after 6 years. 6 years of a 9 to 5 office job, and tomorrow is my last day, which is really, really strange. Oh, hello to Patrick Martin, who's put, hello and happy birthday, Emma. I know you only want donations to Sean and Steph, but I have already and wish them the best. But you deserve this as a congrats to successfully growing 1 year older and finding work freedom. Thank you so much, Patrick. I really appreciate that. It's very, very kind of you. I'm so unbelievably excited because I'm going to be able to do so much more. For example, today, Princess and P&O came out and they said that they're cancelling all kind of international voyages over the summer, and they're replacing them with like cruises that just go from Britain for British people. And if I didn't have work, I would have made a quick video about that or something, but I have to wait until 5 p.m. and then by that point, everybody knows everything. So I can't wait to be able to just not have to wait to think about cruising anymore. I can think about cruising all the time, and it's going to be fantastic. Cruising with Matt says, happy birthday, Emma. Thank you so much. It's been so nice to meet so many people through cruising. I think almost all of my friends that I speak to regularly are within the cruise world as well, so that's cool. Dang Job says, Todd, yeah, literally tomorrow is my last day at my day job, which is really strange, really, really strange. But I'm so excited. I honestly can't wait. So the cruise that I have had cancelled is the cruise I booked for the end of August, which is not the one I thought would be cancelled. I've still got a cruise booked for May, technically, and one for August, but not anymore. So this is part of the thing that Princess have done. They've cancelled all international voyages to make way for shorter voyages from Britain that just, I don't know if they're going to have any ports yet. They haven't said. But yeah, mine's been cancelled too. It's kind of annoying because I did book a British Isles cruise. So having a British Isles cruise cancelled to make way for British Isles cruises is kind of a bit of annoying one, but it is what it is. And one way or another, I will cruise on a Princess cruise soon. I don't know if I'm going to lift it and shift it until next year. They have given us that option, but yeah. What I'm going to do now in terms of my life is I'm going to I mean, for the last 4 years, I feel like I've been doing 2 full-time jobs because I have been. So now I'm going to move all the work that I normally do in the evenings and the weekends. I'm going to be able to do that in the daytime when I'm fully awake. So every video you've seen from me, everything you've seen from me so far has been when I was mostly asleep. So now, going forward, I'm going to be able to do everything in the daytime, and it's going to be amazing. I'm going to be running EmmaCruises.com, the Emma Cruises YouTube channel, the Emma Cruises Cruise Academy, where I do courses and consultations, and all the other things that come with all of that. So cannot wait. So excited. John said, did your gift via the PayPal you posted? Thank you so much. It's so exciting. I've been looking at this all day, just refreshing it. We're on £1,265, which is absolutely incredible. It seems strange to me. I don't know how many of you guys were here a year ago. Me and Ben and David and various other cruise creators did a 12-hour live stream to fundraise for Sean and Steph. And it feels like forever ago. A year ago feels like forever ago. The Emma Cruises Empire starts tomorrow. I feel like I've been laying the foundations for a while, and I can finally start building the actual building, which is going to be so amazing. So yeah, I can't believe they cancelled that cruise out of all of the cruises. I don't know if we have Ray in here, but Ray told me that he booked this cruise. Well, he booked a British Isles cruise at 4:30 p.m. today, and it was cancelled at 6 p.m. So I'm not quite as annoyed as I would be if I was Ray. If you're in here, Ray, you've won, I don't know, not something you'd want to win, the shortest cruise booking ever. Mike says, are there any pet-friendly cruises in the States? The only pet-friendly cruise I know is a Cunard cruise, so you could bring your pet on a Cunard cruise over to the UK. That would be pretty cool. Thank God, happy birthday, Emma. Just got off an 18-hour shift. Need sleep bad. I will send the rest of your gift to your friend PayPal or GoFundMe page. Thank you so much. I didn't know whether to just share the GoFundMe that we set up a year ago or anything like that, but I wanted to see how much we've actually done. So thank you so much if you have donated to that. It's very, very, very cool. Have you given thought to becoming a TA? I don't want to be a travel agent ever. I'm not patient enough for some of the things that other people complain about. To be quite honest with you, I do work with a travel agent, so she handles all of that stuff, and I don't have to, and it's fabulous. Alfred says, happy birthday, Emma. Thank you so much. I do appreciate all of your super chats, of course. Thank you. But I don't want to ask for super chats on this because I would prefer you to donate to Sean and Steph. Although, I mean, I will have, yeah, whatever. Pet friendly doesn't mean having your pet with you, though. No, it does not. There's no cruises where you can just have your cat in the cabin, unless you're a captain of a cruise ship, then maybe. But it means having your pet on the cruise in the kennels or cattery, yeah. Thank you, Simon, who says, I make full-time income from my website and my content isn't half as good as yours. You'll do fine. Thank you so much, Simon. I appreciate that. It's been years and years and years in the making. So, yeah, I'm ready. It's scary, but I am ready. Wish you could have pets in your cabin. See, I don't know if I would. Can you imagine the stress of trying to keep them away from the balcony? Oh, it'd be awful. And you'd have to, I don't know, you'd have to have like a little litter tray. Oh no, it'd smell. It would just be not nice. I have pinned the donation link to the top of the comments if you have missed it. Thanks, Todd, for pointing that out. We've got various moderators in here. Thank you so much to you guys who look after these live streams. I wouldn't even try and do these live streams without you because it's hard to read and speak at the same time. John and Steph didn't think about the balcony. That's my main thought would be I'd open the door and Hudson would be off and I'd never see him again. Those of us with allergies wouldn't be happy if cruises were pet friendly. You do see the odd dog, the odd kind of diet guide dog on there, which I always enjoy and look at them from a distance and think, oh, so cute. My dog would run the ship before the week is over, says Matt. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. I think it will be too stressful, I think. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, guys. I feel relieved. That's all I feel right now. Inside with Hudson. Yeah, but how horrible for Hudson to have to go in an inside cabin. He's roaming wherever he wants. He's outside now. He's probably meeting his girlfriend cat somewhere. I wouldn't want to confine him to an inside cabin. I'd be like, nah, he wouldn't like that. Yeah, Captain K has a cat. He's called Bug on Celebrity Edge. I get anxiety watching him skip around here. I watch her TikToks quite a lot, and I feel exactly the same. Emma, how long will you be on for? I have no idea. As long as I want to. Maybe, I don't know. as long as I want to. Lou says, what will you do your last day at work? What I want to do tomorrow at work is go through all of my folders and save all of the photos that I've taken over the years and save to my work computer because I have nearly 6 years worth of pictures of us in the pub and stuff like that I want to save. Hopefully I have time to kind of just tidy up and wind down as opposed to get everything done before you leave. But I can't wait. I don't think it's going to sink in for a while. I think for a couple of weeks it's going to feel like I'm just off and then going back. But I've been working from home pretty much all year anyway. We came home in March for 2 weeks and we never went back to the office. Never, ever went back. Eve says, my pug would chew the cabin up and stress me out. Yeah, Hudson's always scratching things. If he scratched the carpet, it would not be good. Justin says, where's your drink? I'm drinking water. I have to admit, I'm not feeling 100% today. Probably due to all of the Chinese and the cake that I have eaten, so don't feel sorry for me. Mike says, what did you do with your job? I have resigned from my job after 6 years. Never again, hopefully, will I have to do coding for car insurers. I'm firmly Emma Cruises now going forward, 100% cruise hat on, no more insurance brain. I'm hoping I can just delete all of that stuff. Sean says, what is your first project when you finish? That's a really good question, Sean. So I'm moving straight onto a project. I'm making a course about Patreon for income school. So I won a big contest lately called the Ultimate Content Warrior. And part of that, pretty much the prize was a job contract to work with Income School to make them a course. And I've decided to make them a course on Patreon because it's the best thing that I did in the last year. So that is what I'm doing, and I'm moving on to that pretty much as soon as I finished work. Sure, it's water and not vodka. If it was vodka, I wouldn't be awake right now. I don't think I want to drink on YouTube lives, probably ever. some people having some problems with the link. If someone who's one of my moderators can just check my link, that would be appreciated. It works well for me. I've got the screen here. Maybe too many people are donating, and that's why it's having a bad time. So excited to do it for cruises full time. Me too, because I can do so much more. It has been tricky, especially recently, doing 100 things at once. We're on 1,295. Crazy cool. Thank you, Gavin, who's just donated, and Christine and Lewis, and everybody. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Emma loves her math, says Todd. I'm sure it'll be stats all the time. Yeah, I do. I love the YouTube stats. I love the website stats. I definitely have a maths kind of brain. I went to university to study maths. First class maths degree in here that I haven't really used, but it's just spinning. Oh no, that's not good. How can PayPal break? PayPal is one of the biggest websites ever. Well, that page, I'm going to leave that open for just ever. So if you do want to check. PayPal makes me say that it's for Sean and Steph, but I want to donate for Emma's birthday. I think you can donate to my profile on PayPal if you wanted to, but this link is to the PayPal pool, which is for a specific thing, so that I can just transfer that to Sean and Steph rather than doing 30% cut for YouTube, because yeah, I love YouTube and it's fine, but I thought as it's kind of a charity thing, it feels a bit strange to take 30% for YouTube. KB in the UK says, Thursday, strange day to be leaving your work. How come? I was supposed to be, well, I'm still employed for a while. I have quite a lot of annual leave left. So I've pretty much, used every bit of annual leave I can just to reduce my leaving date. I had a 3-month notice to work. So it's been quite a long time. So I'm leaving kind of a few weeks early. And I should be working Monday, but I've made up the hours. So I'm leaving on Thursday and I cannot wait. We'll be back with kind of a normal YouTube live on Friday. I'm going to have Morgan here, which will be cool. So I'm looking forward to that. Hello to everybody who is joining me and saying happy birthday. Late again, says Daniel. That is completely fine. Can you talk about what you won? Yeah, I can. So I won a contest called the Ultimate Content Warrior Challenge with a community called Income School. You've probably seen, if you've ever seen anything blogging related, YouTube related, they're quite big on YouTube and on the internet. And the prizes I win 55 gallons of Thai curry, but that's not really very practical because I'm here in the UK and also I cannot share it because we're still in a really strict lockdown here. So they have, they're letting me buy my own curry. So that's good. I don't have to have 55 gallons all at once. I'm winning a big wrestling belt, like a big personalized, like Ultimate Content Warrior wrestling belt. So I'm going to have to get a picture, like, a wrestling picture. And I won a job contract to make a course for them. So that's my next project, and that's about Patreon, which is cool. Somebody asked what Patreon is in here. Patreon, how to describe Patreon? It's a way to support people. It's YouTubers, it's musicians, and you donate an amount per month and you get extra stuff. So if you want YouTube videos, you can watch them on YouTube. If you want written content, you can see it on my blog. If you want my Patreon podcast, you pay Patreon to see it. Who would want that much curry? The curry thing's kind of an inside joke, the same way that potatoes and llamas and pineapples and cookies and all that kind of stuff has become inside jokes here on our channel. Patrick says, is like a subscription. Yes, it is. Sean says we're sitting at 1,305 at the moment for Sean and Steph. That's absolutely amazing. I don't know how much that is in dollars. I can't work it out. 1,340 now. I've just refreshed. Thank you so much, everybody, for those. That's so cool. That's crazy. I just had this idea recently. It's a thing I talked about actually on my Patreon podcast, because that's the kind of thing I use the podcast for, is just to work out ideas before I do them. So in the last few days, I had the idea to try and donate, but I didn't want to do it through YouTube because I didn't want them to take my money. But you know how it is. Thank you, Justin. He says, I did $20 on PayPal, but I want to blow up YouTube too. Don't blow up YouTube. You and me, Justin, we both YouTube quite a lot. Two Chicken says, why don't I see a join button for the YouTube membership? I'm not sure. It should just be down there somewhere. If you're not a member, you should be able to join. About 1,500 US dollars, says Victoria. PayPal not working. How can PayPal not work? PayPal is one of the biggest businesses in the world. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. When's your last day at work? What is your job? My job is a data developer for a big group of car insurers, and I do coding to make their warehouse better. Or worse. If you know me in my day job, I'm not great at it. I don't know. I'm okay. They haven't fired me in the last 6 years, but I much prefer talking about cruising than talking about data development. How do you feel about leaving your job? Can you talk more about that? Obviously scared, because I have had a very steady 9-to-5 office job for 6 years. But I think 2020 has kind of made me reevaluate everything. That's not what I want to do. You always assume that you have so much time to do everything that you want to do. And 2 of my friends, one of them being Sean, and another one of my friends went from being fine to being seriously, seriously ill in a couple of, in a week. And that kind of made me realize that there is no better time. There's no point waiting for stuff. If you want to do something, just do it. So I'm doing it, and it will be good. It'll be so much better. I'm really excited. The project that you'll be working on, is it a paid project? Yes, it is a paid project. It is a job. So that is my next job. Justin says, to subscribe to YouTube, first close the chat and then check right next to subscribed. Next to subscribed. John says, PayPal is working. Just be patient. How is your day going? My day is going okay. I've been working today, so there's a limit on how much fun you can have on your birthday when you're working. You can't go anywhere and you can't see anyone. It's a really kind of strange thing. No more talk of data. Yeah, please. No more talk of data. 27 is a great time to reevaluate your life. Thank you. Yes, I don't see why not. Hello to Jenny and Tony in here. We've been trying to work out how to TikTok lately. Me and Tony, down with the kids these days. If you are on TikTok, follow Tony and follow me. I'm not sure what we're doing there, to be honest with you, Tony, but it is good fun, so why not? Why not indeed? We can't go anywhere in the UK anywhere yet. We're still in a really strict lockdown here in the UK. They're starting to ease out a little bit. I just want to be able to see my parents and my brother. Really, that's it. It would be nice to go to the pub or go out for a meal, but that seems far off at the moment. But things seem to be working out, so I don't really mind. But within my birthday, I can't go out for a meal. I can't see any of my friends. So within that confine, it's been a really good day. I have had a really nice day today. But I've just been eating Chinese takeaway and cake all day. Has Hudson fallen off the map or traveled way north? He has traveled way north. You're going to have to see in my next video where this is. Justin says, you may not know, but I've had the background to really appreciate lifetime is everything. Do whatever you want. Thank you so much, Justin. It's so true. I think 2020 has made everyone kind of realize that there's no perfect time for anything. So we'll just try. Can't stay for long because of school and homework, which I'm supposed to hand in tomorrow morning, but just dropped by to wish you a happy 27th birthday. Thank you so much. I don't want to be responsible for you not getting your homework done. I couldn't live with myself, so please feel free to go and do your homework. Sean says, what do you normally do for your birthday? We always take it off and try and do something different. I normally try and be away. I will normally do like a really cheap city break. So I don't know how many years ago I was in Prague, and then I was in Budapest, and we would do kind of 3 nights in a European city for under £150, including flights and hotel and everything like that. I try to be away, and I think that's better than kind of, I don't really like having, I wouldn't organize a big party for myself and be center of attention in that way. So I prefer to be away. Just something cheap normally, just something cheap. Recently, more cruises rather than city breaks because obvious reasons. 30 years old in 2024, yes, indeed. Colin is in here from Vancouver. Hello, Vancouver. I'll do it now. That's good. Thank you. Please do your homework. I don't want to get in trouble. Dustin was born in 1994 too. Whoop, whoop. 1994. What is it like being 27 and world famous? I couldn't tell you that, Mike. I don't know. It's very, yeah, I don't feel very famous. Although somebody from my work did recognize me from my voice on a video call. So maybe people do know who I am. Yeah, I don't mind having a birthday in March. It has snowed before on my birthday in March, but it's also sometimes been really nice. It's not a bad time of year. Things feel more like spring here. We've had a few days of sunshine. Today was not it. I went for a walk in the pouring rain. But it feels I feel kind of optimistic about everything. John enjoyed my guest appearance on Morgan's live stream and looking forward to tomorrow's live stream. Tomorrow's live stream depends where you are. Friday's live stream for me, that's 2 days away. But yes, Morgan is coming on my channel again because, well, I thought I'll talk to Morgan again. I love Morgan. But then I thought, oh, maybe it was too recent that we spoke and people will think, oh, why are you talking to him again? You can have someone new. But it was 6 months ago that I last spoke to Morgan live on my channel. So we're going to have a chat because he's actually thinking about booking cruises because he's over in Germany, and in Germany, they're cruising. They've been cruising for ages. I'm not sure about right now, but he's thinking about cruising again. So we're going to have a chat. We are on £1,387. Thank you so much, everybody. You've got William in there, Belinda in there, Anonymous in there, Brian in there, and Jeff in there. So thank you to you guys. Did your employer know about your YouTube channel? Love Morgan. Yes, but yes. Everyone at my work kind of knows about my YouTube channel. I don't talk about it though, really. But yeah, people know about it, mostly just because I would take time off to go on cruises, or I would take time off to go to a cruise event or something like that. How does it feel being 27 now, Emma? It feels good. It feels good. 27 and 26 doesn't feel exactly the same to me. So I'm not feeling too stressed. Seems okay. You talk about it constantly, says Patrick. Patrick, I don't. I try not to. I don't talk about my channel. I talk about cruising all the time. But yeah, they know. Most people know. Cruise Life Eric says, happy birthday, chipped in pound for Sean Steph as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate that lots and lots and lots. We are getting close, 115 short of 1,500. It's great. It's completely crazy to me. There's some people who donate crazy amounts of money. Not that Sean and Steph aren't worth it. They're worth all the money in the world. But yeah, it's amazing. People amaze me all the time. The link to PayPal doesn't seem to work for me. I don't have PayPal anyway. Can I give you a super chat plus 30%? You can if you want. I just feel a bit mean that YouTube will take it. I won't get it, so I won't see it. So I can pass it on to Sean and Steph without any trouble. But it is what it is. I love seeing people booking cruises again, because when all of this stuff happened, I swear I had a good 6 months or a year where nobody would dare book anything. And we're getting towards, I want to say towards the end now, but you know what I mean. We're getting into a better time and everyone is going crazy and booking multiple cruises, which is really cool. How do you envision your typical working day this time next year? Probably the same as my weekends look now. So for me, on Sundays, I give myself loads of work to do. So on Sundays, I get up, I write my weekly newsletter, I put together all the cruise news, I record my 60-second cruise news video, I send out my weekly newsletter, I do my Patreon podcast, I will probably write a blog post for my website, I might plan a YouTube video, I will share on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram every single day. So yeah, I'm one of these people who likes a schedule. I really like a schedule. So if I say to myself, right, I've had 3 hours writing today, 4 hours filming a YouTube video, I like to know kind of time blocks. That makes me feel better rather than just do it whenever. Like I won't do it whenever. I need a schedule. So I'm sure I will have a proper schedule like that. But I imagine it will just be like what my Saturdays and Sundays are like now, where I just sit at that desk from 9 a.m. till 10 or 11 p.m., stopping for food, of course. Drinks, cocktails on a pool deck, Emerald a year. Yes, I hope so. I hope all of that is done on a cruise or somewhere nice, somewhere sunny, I think. Happier days are on the horizon. Very true. Eve says, I can't find how to become a member. I'm tired, so it might just be being dull. Fair enough. I'm tired too. You can become a member of my YouTube channel, or you can become a Patreon. I offer the same perks on both, and I tend to favor Patreon because Patreon lets me know who you are and lets me message you, so I can actually talk to people. YouTube, it doesn't tell me when someone becomes a member of my channel, and I don't get their name or their email address, so there's no way I can talk to people, and I feel really bad if someone's giving me money for something. I'm giving them the podcast, of course, or the Zoom call or whatever, but I want to be able to message people and at least say thank you. So I tend to prefer Patreon, but it is the same things are on there. But my Patreon's called Emma Cruises, if you want to go over to Patreon instead of YouTube. Sean says, well done, guys. We're £97 short of 1,500. Thank you for working that out for me, Sean. I do have a maths degree. We call it maths in the UK. If you're from the US, you just call it math. And it's the same. It's the same thing. There's no difference there. No difference at all. We're on 1,407. That's amazing. Amazing. Of all your cruises, what would you like to relive right now? Wow. I'd like to be somewhere warm. I think I would go back and do the cruise I did in Asia because it was so unbelievably cool. Unbelievably cool. Emma, I love your Instagram videos, but can they be a bit longer? No, they cannot. They are Instagram Reels, and they are limited to, I think, 30 seconds. So they literally cannot be. Sorry. I put those on YouTube and I put them on TikTok too. I think they make me laugh. I'm not sure if they make anybody else laugh or if it's just me, but I love those silly little things. I just do. And it cheers me up. If I want to take a break from writing or YouTube or anything like that, my thing that cheers me up is just making silly little TikTok videos about cruising, putting them on Instagram. And how dare you betray your favorite ship like that, Emma? Well, I would betray any ship for a destination, probably. I would like to be back on the Norwegian Spirit, but I have only cruised on the Norwegian Spirit in cold places, and I've been cold for a year, so I'm not really fancying that. Tony says, I came in late. What are you collecting money for? I am collecting money for my friends Sean and Steph. Here they are, Sean and Steph. Those Insta vids are fantastic. If you don't know, I talk about Sean and Steph, I think, every single week, but my friend Sean was diagnosed with a stage 4 pancreatic cancer this time last year, and they have had the worst year. I mean, 2020 was awful for everybody, but imagine dealing with cancer at the same time. They're in the US, which means it's expensive to have cancer over there. So I'm asking, if you do want to get me a present, if you could just donate to them instead of me, because I don't need anything and they do. So that would be really good. I've pinned the comments with the link to the top of the chat. So if you obviously don't have to, but sometimes people want to send me stuff for my birthday, and I don't have a PO box, and I don't need anything, so I would prefer that. Instagram makes me laugh too, but I feel like they're only 15 seconds long. They're normally 30 seconds. That's normally the maximum. I keep doing them just because it makes me laugh, but I don't know. Sometimes things are too serious sometimes, and it makes me laugh. I love those vids too, but most of all, Betty. See, I put out so many of those videos that people have started to name characters that are like filters, and started to name my TikTok filters in there. Hello to Bonnie, who's in here. Sorry if you've been in here for a while. I didn't see your name yet, but thank you for joining us in here. And hello to everybody who is just saying happy birthday. Thank you so much. You're from all over the world, and I'm here in rainy England today. I have put up, okay, so if you saw my video that I did this week, I talked about quitting my day job, and that made me reflect on the first video that I did on here. I have got some videos on my channel that are private, but what I have done is I've uploaded a tiny clip of one of my first videos, and if you want to watch it, we can watch it together here. It's very awkward for me. I don't like watching myself at the best of times. I don't normally watch my videos, even if it's even a month later, I don't rewatch any of my videos, but I found it really funny. So if you want to see it, let me know and I will put it on the screen. I did not get a card from Hudson. No, Hudson has no idea it's my birthday, and I don't know when his birthday is either, so I can't really complain. But we just adopted him. Yes is the answer. Okay, I'm going to put this up, and it will make you realize, like, I look sad. I'm not sad. You have to learn to develop this YouTube face with the silly little face. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, okay. Ready, steady, go. Hey guys, it's Emma here from Cruising Isn't Just for Old People, here today to talk to you about what happens on Embarkation Day. Before you cruise, you'll usually be emailed your luggage tags to print off and put on your bags. If you've done that, it makes it a lot easier. You just drop off your bags in the same way as you would at an airport. There's like a bag drop-off place. If you haven't, that's fine. There'll just be a desk that you have to go to get your luggage tags printed out, which, I mean, that's fine. It's just an extra queue, which if you can avoid that, that's always good. So once you've dropped off your bags, you need to walk through security. It's similar to an airport. You'll put your hand luggage through a scanner and you'll walk through a metal detector. Depending on some cruise lines, you can bring on drinks and things like that, so it is a little bit less strict. That's enough of that. I don't want to watch any of that. Victoria says, I remember when you posted that, is everyone else new? Most people here are new. I think you and me, Victoria, are some of the only people who've been here right since the beginning. That was way back when I first had my website, and you have to learn how to talk to a camera. This is not how I speak in real life. If anyone knows me in real life, have a normal conversation. You don't have this kind of crazy, like, over the top thing. I'm turning 50 this month, and I've heard that TikTok is for the young. Should I define youth culture and join TikTok in order to follow you? You can. I do also put the same stuff onto YouTube stories and onto Instagram. TikTok is a weird place. You have to really go on it to make it good. The more you go on it, the more it learns what you like. If you just go on it as a new user, you just see kids dancing, and it's really, really strange. You do look happier now, but that was a great necklace. Thank you. I was sucked in by that, Emma. I did have exactly the same enthusiasm. I didn't know how to edit for a start. I didn't know how to talk to a camera. It's really tricky. It's really strange. It takes years and years to get this over the top face. Your hair has grown back to the same as it was in that video. It has. My hair's really strange now though, because I haven't had a haircut in a long time. So it's all kind of like higgledy-piggledy, as we say here in the UK. If back then I'd have one hair length, whereas now it's all over the place. But it is what it is. You're so young in that video. How does it feel to be so old? I was 23 in that video, I think, so not too different. I have made a new YouTube intro, not like that one. It doesn't go to Cruising Isn't Just for Old People.co.uk, and it's not quite as dramatic. It's only 6 seconds long, I think. But going forward, that's going to be my new thing. So that is super exciting. How would you feel about going on a train over here in England again, Emma, in your future lifetime? How would I feel about going on a train again in my life? Not too bad. I used to go on trains to go to work, so quite used to it. Marcus says you have to go through all the podcasts immediately. You don't. I think we've got about 40 Patreon podcasts, and you definitely don't have to go through. John says too much cancel culture, which is scary for someone who's worked for years to become a professional expert. Yet some comment you made 20 years ago could ruin your life. I hate social media. Yeah, I've had Facebook for 10 years now, and the comments I made 10 years ago, not bad, nothing bad, just embarrassing for me. Really not amazing. Thank you to everybody who says happy birthday. makes me curious, what's your first ever video called on YouTube? That one is called Embarkation Day, Things You Need to Know. I think my first video was about Christmas. I have some unlisted ones as well that that are too bad. I don't even want them to be on the internet. Yeah, I left them there. It's on private. Yeah, they're on private. They're not too bad. They're just, some of them aren't even related to cruising, and it would be pointless to have them on this channel. I don't know, this is completely changing the subject, but do any of you guys get migraines? Because I have had migraines for years. I feel very like migraine-y, and I feel like you'll only know what migraine-y means if you have had migraines. Migraines have always kind of messed up my eyes, and yeah, I feel a little bit like that today. I think I've had too much sugar, and also the fact that the sun's come out here in the UK. As soon as the sun comes out, I go and like a lizard, I try and soak up all of the sunshine. So yeah, I feel a bit migraine-y. So if I look a bit like I'm not focusing on you, I'm trying my best. That's just my eyes, my brain. Dots in the eyes. Yeah, it's exactly like that. It's really kind of weird. So we are on 1,454 pounds at the minute, which is crazy, crazy cool. Crazy cool. Lou says his wife gets migraines. Terrible. It's awful. It's really bad. Oh, Sean and Steph say I get them really bad with our ring lights. I have a ring light right there. Maybe that was not the best idea. Maybe not. I know what you mean, migraine. It just feels like, I don't know, everything feels the wrong distance away, if that makes any sense. I don't know. You and Morgan both need Hudson and Chili to get together so Chili can be Hudson's girlfriend. Hudson already has a girlfriend, I think. My next door neighbor's cat, I think, should be Hudson's girlfriend. I tell him, oh, are you going to see your girlfriend? He doesn't reply, but I think so. Sure, it's not because of too much celebration. Yeah, had one all day today. I don't know if it's to do with the weather as well. I've had a headache for days. Yeah, something in the weather perhaps. I always say that when the weather changes, and it has been quite sunny, quite warm for the UK, and then it's gone cold. So maybe it is something in the weather. Maybe it is. I don't know. But the thing is I've got one more day at work. I don't want to take the last day of work off sick. That would be really bad. I'm going to do kind of a leaving Zoom drinks with my work colleagues, because normally we would go to the pub, but I can't really do that. Just jumps to 1,479. Can we break 1,500? That would be really cool if we could break 1,500. Don't be ashamed of your humble beginnings. That's how you learn and grow. Yes, it is. I think it's good because I'm constantly not embarrassed of what I made a year ago, but I look at it and I think, oh, that's not good. So that's good, because that means I'm improving. Do you have full-on conversations with Hudson? Yes, I do all the time. I talk to him probably more than anyone else. Have you tried Advil? Advil is like a brand for Americans, isn't it? We don't have that one over here. I think it just means, I think that's just paracetamol, isn't it? I don't know. I could be wrong. Here we just call them painkillers. Anything that kills pain is a painkiller. I think in the US, a painkiller is more hardcore. Here, if you have a headache, you take a painkiller. But were you not comfortable to go on a train again? Once COVID is past, I will go on a train. No problem at all. Chinese food gives me migraines. Oh no, guys, I've done everything wrong today. I woke up with a headache, ate so much Chinese food, now I'm sitting in front of a ring light. Oops. No, we don't have that one. Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It's not too bad. Guys, we got over 1,500. 1,549 pounds. That's incredible. Thank you so much, Anonymous and Nicholas and Antonio. Thank you all so much. That's crazy cool. Is Hudson going to publish your story? I don't think so. If he did, he knows everything. Migraines with Chinese food. You guys have taught me so much stuff today. Oh no. You don't look any different, says Belinda. Thank you. I hope not. It's only a couple of years. Oh. I can't believe that about Chinese food. I love Chinese food. And it's kind of just, yeah. I just love eating it. It's lovely. You should make Hudson into a kids' fiction book of a cat that cruises. That would be really good. I'd love to do that. How about showing us a clip from the video An Amazing Thing Happened? I can, if you want to see that. Is Hudson going to make an Instagram account about his daily routine? I have been thinking about this, about what things that I've been putting off for ages can I now do now that I'm full-time Emma Cruises. And I could make Hudson an Instagram account. I do put pictures of Hudson on my Instagram every single day, just for daily whatever. It's only bad if Hudson starts talking back. Yes. I'm assuming that's from Steph. She says she can illustrate your Hudson's children's book. That would be awesome. I don't know if anyone would buy a Hudson's children's book. Maybe they would. Maybe they would. Drinking water from a plastic bottle gives you a migraine. No, it doesn't. That doesn't make any sense. Next, you'll say that wearing a striped t-shirt gives you a migraine, and sitting by a cat blanket will give you a migraine. You should get Hudson a cat collar camera. I have thought about this before, but he doesn't wear a collar because he doesn't need a collar. So I don't want to give him one just to give him a camera. Nah, I don't want to do that. My old cat always used to leave her collars up trees, and I worry Hudson would hang himself from a tree or something. So not happening. Are you a big Schitt's Creek fan, judging from the cards behind you? I've got 2 cards that are Schitt's Creek themed. I do like that show. I know Steph tried it and she didn't like it, but I quite like it. Patrick says, I heard working in a data job gives you a migraine, so you should be sorted soon. Yes, that's why I've had a 6-year migraine, and now I'm fine. From tomorrow, 5 p.m., I'll be completely cured. Cannot wait. Are there really enough lifeboats on every ship for everyone? Never looks enough. Yes, there's more than enough on every single ship, and they have backup rafts and all kinds of things. More than enough always. Self-employed person here, you'll have the freedom of time, but you won't have all the time you expect you might. I feel like I've been doing everything outside of work hours for years, and if I can take any time off, weekends, evenings, I don't take any time off now, so that's fine. That's fine by me. I don't want to. I have too much to do, too much stuff to do. Hudson could be like Bug on Celebrity Edge. I don't want to. I don't want to take Hudson on a cruise. I don't want to at all. I'm so happy with this, guys. It's crazy, crazy cool. 1,594. Thank you to Thank God, who's donated on here as well. And Haley and so many people. Thank you all so much. Crazy, crazy cool. Best birthday present ever. It's just to know all of you guys, to know 219 people watching this, and I'm just sat in my front room in Sussex, UK, staying up late. Absolutely beautiful in Utah today. That sounds amazing. 58 degrees, that means nothing to me. I really try and work it out. 58 degrees, let's think about that. I know 80 degrees is 30 degrees. 60 is 20? So maybe 20 degrees. That's my guess. 20 degrees Celsius is my guess, but I really, really don't know. Bog is kind of scary, says Jenny. Yeah, I mixed feelings about those hairless cats. I like Hudson's fluff. So Sean and Steph say, you guys are amazing. We're so grateful for you all. Love you to the moon and back, Emma. Love you to the moon and back. Also, I am amazed how, for me, quitting my job and everything that's happened, Sean and Steph are there for me all the time. They have enough of their own stuff to deal with. But if I have a problem, I can always talk to Sean and Steph, and they always have time for me, which is, yeah, you guys are the amazing people in the chat. Glad we can help Sean and Steph. Yes, me too. Me too, me too. Would you put Hudson in a backpack? No, he's too heavy. He's a chunky boy. He'll give me a bad back and legs and everything. He's super chunky. Water freezes at 30. So 30 is 0. 40 is 20. No, I don't know. No, 40 is 10. 60 is 20-ish. I'm guessing right now. Our cat Foxy loves Hudson, says Mike. That's good. That is good. I love him too. Goodbye for now, Emma. We are grateful to have you. You are very welcome to have me. I'm very grateful to have you guys. You are almost young enough to be my daughter. I'll be 52 on the 19th. Well, happy birthday for the 19th. It's a good time to have a birthday, I think. Yeah, Bill says it's not just the lifeboats. Those round cylinders are inflatable lifeboats. Yeah, there's so many lifeboats. Do not worry. There's no more Titanic situations. You will be fine. Warmest I've ever been is 40°C in Turkey. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of things being much higher than 40 degrees Celsius. I don't know where the hottest place I've ever been is. It was really hot when I went to Asia, and it was kind of sticky kind of heat, like a really humid heat that we don't get here in the UK. Even going to places like Florida, you guys who live there, you have my respect because we are not used to that. Happy birthday, Emma, and congrats on your new employment status. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. My mum says Hudson hates me. Hudson does not hate my mum. Hudson is a shy boy. He is shy. We adopted him. I don't know where he came from, what his life was like before he lived here. He tolerates me now because I've spent ages hugging him. But if anyone else comes around, he runs away. Anyone comes, he runs away. The only person who he actually tolerates, I think, is my niece, Zara, and probably because she is not scary compared to the rest of adults. Yeah, he is shy. Patrick says he's shy until he smells someone who is allergic to cats. Patrick is referring to himself, who is allergic to cats, and he has seen Hudson closer than my mum has, that's for sure. Does he like? He loves Jono. Hudson loves Jono. My plan for my life has always been get a job, get a house with an outside space, to get a cat. That's the plan. The cat will love me. It'll be great. I get a cat. He much prefers Jono to me. I sit on the sofa and Hudson sits on Jono all the time. I say it's just because Jono has a bigger lap like to lay on, but I'm not sure. The thing is if Jono's upstairs and I'm sat with Hudson, Hudson will happily sit with me, but as soon as Jono comes, he is off. His favourites. And he's my cat. I bought him. Well, I rescued him. I paid for him. I paid for his vet. I paid for his food. It's my cat. Oh, well. He's a cat. He hates people. Get a dog if you want a friendly pet. Disagree. I'm definitely on the team cat. I don't have the energy to clean up dog poo. Sean and Steph say he probably gives off more heat. Yes, that's what I'm going for. Although I do normally have an electric blanket on me, and he does like that. If I leave the electric blanket for any amount of time, Hudson's on there, which is fair enough. Eve has 6 cats and a pug. Oh my goodness. That was stressful. Was your boyfriend able to find a job yet? Yes, he has found a job. He starts next week, which is fabulous because I leave work this week. He starts next week, so that is a weight off my mind. Can you do a quick comparison between Cunard and Princess? Yes, Cunard is much, much, much more formal than Princess. The dress codes are way stricter. They're ship-wide. There's a lot more going on a Princess cruise than a Cunard cruise. A Cunard cruise is quite quiet, but it's very sophisticated and afternoon tea and ballroom dancing and all of that stuff. So depends what you want. If you want a more formal dress code, fixed dining, relaxing kind of cruise, Cunard, traditional for you. If you want to have kind of bigger theatre shows and less dress codes and less regimented things, Princess for you. I love my Cunard cruise, but Princess, yeah, I don't think you can beat them really. Watch drinking all that water before you go to bed. See, the thing is I'm not going to go straight to bed because I always watch something on Netflix before I go to bed. So I find it really, really hard to just do one thing. I don't know if anyone else does this. I can't just watch TV. I'm on my phone. I'm talking to you guys on Facebook or on Instagram or here or whatever. I find it really hard to just do one thing. So for 1 hour before I go to bed or 40 minutes or whatever, I watch one thing and that's how I calm down. I'm really good at sleeping, have no problem watching Netflix before I go to bed, but I watching Vikings at the minute, which is very gory, and it does get into my nightmares. It gives me nightmares about things that I didn't know that I had to worry about. I didn't know there were horrible torture methods like this until I watched Vikings. I love it, but yeah, crazy, crazy. What happens if you don't follow the strict dress codes? You would not be allowed anywhere on the ship, pretty much, because the dress codes are ship-wide after 6 p.m. They really judge you. Yes, the people who go on Cunard love their dress codes, and if you don't, you'll be in trouble. And you can't go in any bar. You can't go to the theatre not in dress. In dress. So you have to do it. You have to do it. You can stay in your room and have free room service if you want to, which is good. But I wouldn't recommend a Cunard cruise if you don't like dress codes, because that's rubbish. What about the world poster behind you? Love it. Where is it available? I have got a affiliate link to this map now. So if you buy it through my link, I get a percentage back. So if you're going to buy it, I would really appreciate it if you could use my link, especially now I'm full-time Emma Cruises. So if you look at any of my old videos, my last video, and you go in the description, there is a link there, which is my link for this map. And that would be fabulous if you could do that. I love this map. I had no intentions of becoming a map salesman, but this is so easy to sell because it's just awesome. So on all of my older videos, there is a link. The last couple anyway, where you can see this, there is a link in the description to this map. Yeah, you have to, like, your t-shirt tucks will not do. If you can't take off your jacket, like, you cannot take off your jacket. Don't care if you're hot, you're not allowed to take off your jacket. It's tough. It is tough. It's amazing. It's really fun, but you need to know what you've got into. You can't go anywhere. I think you can go to the buffet still, but you can't go to anything, anything else. Victoria is a shorts in the dining room kind of girl. She's passionate about that one, and she's never changing on that. I think she first told me that years and years and years ago, and she's sticking with it. They do have room service on Cunard, and it is free, so you can have free dinner in your room if you don't fancy the kind of dress codes. Never take a cruise that requires me clothes. Can we go the final mile? Just £301 short for 2,000. That would be really cool if we could. £2,000. That is a lot of money. Thank you to Joyce, who's just donated, and to William and to Peter. Thank you all very, very much. Is international waters law really like that Simpsons episode? No, not at all. There's still laws at sea. And yeah, it's not like you can do whatever you like at sea. Not true. Question, is it easy to put on the wall the map? It is easy, but everything has sticky-sided tape on it that you have to cut up and put on each piece. And then you have to work out where everything is. So you're like, where is the Falkland Islands? Like slightly up, slightly down. It's tricky. Is the dress code just in the evening? Yeah, it is 6 p.m. onwards, yes. In the day, you can wear shorts, T-shirts, anything like. I think you can't wear shorts to afternoon tea. I did, but I don't think you can. So if you want to go to afternoon tea, you might have to get dressed up. Oh, I'm losing my voice a little bit, guys. But I'd really like to get that to the 2,000. That would be so cool. Are the Royal Caribbean buffets 24 hours? I don't think they're normally 24 hours. There's normally somewhere you can get food all the time, but 24 hours not. MSC, I think some of their ships are 23 hours, which is pretty good. Pretty good. If you haven't seen the video I made recently about a Costa cruise I took, I would recommend you watch that one. Had a lot of interesting comments on that. People either saying, oh, that sounds great, or people saying, no way would I ever do that. No pizza places open. Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. Emma's voice is programmed for an hour. I did have a look at my analytics for YouTube, and for these live streams, I'm always 1 hour and 1 second, 1 hour and 2 seconds, maybe. I'm normally right on it. Sean is finishing up his IV time, heading home. Thank you so much for all the love and support today. The happiest birthday to you, Emma. We love you all. Thank you very much, Steph. And Sean, hopefully feeling a bit better after his IV time. They're trying to get Sean some nutrition so that he can get some strength back and be more comfortable and ready for just general life, because at the moment he is not in a good way. And yeah, it will be nice to get some proper nutrition in him. So fingers crossed that will work out. How dressy? A gown or just any dress? So they have formal nights, and on a formal night, it's like a wedding, like a prom. And on an informal night, it's what you'd wear on any other cruise line's formal night. That's kind of how I think about it. 2,000, it is doable. It is doable. I am planning on leaving this up for however long. So if people are watching this in the future, you can still donate to this, and that would be really cool to meet that. I know a lot of people do watch these on the catch up too, so that would be really cool. I'm going to head off to bed now. Well, I'm going to head off to watch Vikings and give myself nightmares, because my voice literally is programmed for 1 hour. And I'll be back on Friday with Morgan for a chat about his plans of booking cruises. So that will be really cool. So I will see you on Friday. We'll be back to normal time, 5 p.m. UK time, whatever time it is where everybody is. Thank you so much for joining me here. This has been really, really fun. And I will see you when I see you next. Thank you, everybody, and good night from me, or good day, or whatever the time is. Bye, everybody.